Alright? I will start the lesson now. And I want everybody to listen to my explanation because this is very important, okay? I know you know percentage, but the thing is that your presentation might not be okay. Understand? So I want you to pay attention. Okay, let's take a look at page 15. Right. I'm going to go through it now. Okay, and I want to teach you how to present your answers. Alright? Let's take a look. The change in the value of the title can be expressed as a percentage increase or decrease in the original value. Okay? An increase of 5% in the salary of a man who earns 1600 per month means that for every 100 of the original salary, there is an increase of $5. That is, each $100 in original salary becomes 105 in the new salary. Now, no need to think so hard. Okay, now let me just tell you this. If there's an increase of 5% in the salary, okay, the original salary is what? 1600. There are two ways to do it. All of you look up. I can first of all find the increase, which is 5% times 1600, right? How much will this be? $80. Okay, so the new salary will be 1600 plus 80, so it's 1680, right? This is the first method that you can have. Okay? Now, of course, there is another method. Original is always how many percent? 100%. So, what if I increase by 5%, it will be how many percent? 105. Good. So, I will have new salary is 105% times 1600. Straight away, you'll get a 1680. So, either method will do. Understand? But for you, I think it's better to use this one. It's faster and easier to get the answer. But if you prefer this method, by all means, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Are you clear? Okay? Alright, so this is the first step to page 15. Now, on the decrease, if we have a decrease of 5% on his salary, okay, so I'm going to write down here now, I'm going to change this to what? Decrease. 80. So this one will become what? Minus, right? Because there's a decrease, right? So how much will this be? 1520. Can you see? It's very simple, right? But if there's a decrease of 5%, how many percent will it be? 95. So this one will change to 95%, and I will still get a 1520. Are you all clear? Are you all clear? Now, when I say to write simple statements, it means like that. Something like increase, new salary like that. I don't need you to write a composition. Do you understand? Okay, good. So far, this one okay? Because I need to clarify this. Yes, okay? Yes. Yes. But you must write new salary. You cannot just give me numbers. Okay? No problem. If you put 105% times that one, right? I already know it's 105 over 100. You cannot put 105, then cannot. Okay, but my advice to you is, can you please put 105 over 100? Then you will remember to key in the calculator. Okay? Alright, now. Next, look at the box below. Percentage increase or decrease is increase or decrease over original value times 100%. Okay, increase, decrease, they can tell you, okay, the new value is the final percentage times the original value. I think this is quite common sense. Am I right to say that? Okay, class? Okay, alright, good. Next page. I'm going on to the examples. Example 10. Okay, example 10. Okay, I'm going to read through the example, then I'm going to show you how we are going to answer the question. Okay? Example slowly. The resident population in Singapore made up of citizens and permanent residents. Okay? The citizen population is 3.5 million in 2021 and increased by 1.6% in 2022. Now, together with the permanent population, the resident population increased from 3.99 million in 2021 to 4.07 million in 2022. Correct? Yes or no? Okay. Calculate the citizen, you must be careful. What did they say here? Citizen population in 2022. Everybody okay? Do you understand the question? Yes, I repeat. The resident population is made up of these two. Understand? Okay. Now, then the citizen population was this and is increased by 1.6%. So, part one. Okay. Citizen population will be, now, since it's increased by 1.6%, it becomes how many percent? 101.6%, right? Do you all agree with me? So this will become 101.6% times what? 3.5 million. Okay, use your calculator times for me now. How many million? Is it a lot of decimals? 3.556. Give me 5 truncate first. 3.55 exact. 3.556 million, okay? Exact, then we just give it as exact. 3.556 million. But what if I want to give you 3 significant figure, what should it be? 3.556 million. Understand? But 556 is the exact one, we give 556. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Okay, next question. Calculate the percentage increase in the resident population in Singapore from 2021 to 2022. Okay, resident population. Increase from this to this one. Correct? Yes or no? Okay. Now, can you tell me from this to this, which is the original? 3.99. Okay. This is the original. So, increase will be 4.07 minus 3.99, right? Okay, how many million? 0.08 million, right? So percentage increase will be 0.08 over 3.99, right? This is also million. Times 100%, correct? Yes or no? Okay, use your calculator. 5 truncate first. 2.0 5 truncate 2.0 okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 truncate is correct. Correct? Okay, so what is 3 significant? 1%. Understand? Yeah. Now, you will tell me, Joe, can I do this straight? You can. You can say 2.07 minus 3.99 million over 3.99 million, then you times 100%. It's the same. Also, that means you do the increase, then upon the original. But the important thing is that you must put it upon the original. Is that clear to everyone? Okay? Alright, good. So that will complete your example 10, correct? Okay, next we move on to example 11. This one is quite straightforward. So I'm going to just use the answer in the textbook, okay? Now everybody look at the board. I'm going to clean off all the unnecessary things here. Okay. Let's take a look at this particular question, right? The total cost of making a piece of furniture consists of the cost of wood at $300, the cost of paint at $200, and wages at $200. If the cost of wood and paint are increased by 12 and 7% respectively, while the wages decrease by 10%, calculate the percentage increase or decrease in the cost of the furniture. Now, I need to warn you something. When the question says calculate the percentage increase or decrease, in the final answer you must tell me whether it's a percentage increase or decrease. You cannot just say percentage increase or decrease, that's wrong. Okay, now, do you agree that the original cost, all up, is I add these three together, original is 700. Because this one increased 12%, right? It will be 112%, right? So I get this new amount, correct? This one increased by 7%, so 107%. So I get this amount. This one decreased by 10%, so become what? 90% of this. So I add up these three, 730. Okay, now, then you can decide already. Is this an increase or decrease? Increase, okay. Increase by how much? $30, right? Correct. Yeah. So you just take this minus this over original times 100%, you will get this amount. Is that clear? Are you clear? Okay, so not an issue at all for this example 11. Are we all okay? Yes, okay, good. Next. Alright? Now, I want you to take note of this particular yellow box here. In general, we should not add percentages or take the averages of percentages because the bases may be different. For example, something is 20%, something is 40%. You cannot say, I want to average this 20 plus 40, then I got like 2. You understand what I'm talking about? You got to see the total number of people and the required number that you want. Is that understood? You cannot take it like that. Clear? Okay? Alright. Now, next, we move on to question 12, or work example 12. This one is very important because they infuse algebra inside, and a lot of you will have problem with this because your algebra is very weak. Okay. Now I'm going to do it on the board together with you, okay? If you want to take down my answer, please do so, alright? Okay, let's take a look at the question. The length of a rectangle is twice that of its breadth. Correct? Okay, now I'm going to draw a rectangle for you. If the breadth is x, what do you think will be the length? 2x. Very good. So this is the original, right? I'm talking to you. Okay, this one is important. I say already. Later I give you a homework that's exactly the same. Don't tell me you don't know. Okay. Now, the length of a rectangle is twice that of its breadth. If the length of the rectangle is increased by 10%, so this one is increased by what? 10%, while the breadth is decreased by what? 10%. Determine, if any, the percentage change in its perimeter. Got difference, Okay. Can you tell me what is the original perimeter? 2x plus 2x plus x plus x, right? All together? 6x. It can be cm, meter, or whatsoever. It doesn't matter, right? Just make sure the units are the same. Okay? Alright. Now, look at the new length. Will be 110% times 2x, right? Alright. Okay. All of you key the calculator. How many x is this? What? times x, right?
Which is
0.9x, right?
Yeah.
Everybody okay?
Yeah.
Everybody okay? Okay. Now, if I have the new length and new breadth, I can get new parameter, right?
Yeah.
Correct. I will get 2.2x plus 2.2x plus 0.9x plus 0.9x, right?
Yeah.
So 6.1. 6.1. Okay, 6.2x, right? Okay, I want to ask you a question. The original one is 6x. Now it's what? 6.2x. Is it an increase or decrease? Increase, right? Correct. What did the question ask for? Percentage, right? Change. Okay. So all of you look up. Percentage. It should be increased, correct? Will be 6.2x minus 6x over original 6x, right? Can you see it now? Times what? 100%. Okay, this one will give me 0.2x over 6x times 100%. Can you see the x and x will cancel off? Okay, so use the calculator. Three? Okay, give me a fraction. 3 and 1/3%. You understand now? Can or cannot? Can or cannot? Now, why am I teaching you like that? Because I find that students, when they write out like that, then they can understand. If they don't write out, they imagine, they cannot imagine anything. Everybody clear with what I'm saying? Can or cannot? Okay, now, if you look at the textbook answer, okay, it's about the same. Alright, just that I want to explain to you with my own words. Is that okay? Can or cannot? Can, huh? Okay. Now, so that is your example 12. Now, then I need to explain something that is called percentage point, and this is important. This is just for your information, okay? No need to worry too much about it. I'm going to explain to you what we mean by percentage point. Okay? Now, let's take a look at this news here. Okay? I'm going to talk to you about this because a lot of people are confused over what is a percentage point and what is percentage, that kind of thing. All of you look up here. Okay. Singapore, on 18 February, okay, the government released a statement to announce that the goods and services tax will be increased by 2 percentage points from 7% to 9% in 2 stages. 1% point each time on 1st Jan 23 and 1st Jan 24. After the increase in GST, government revenues are expected to raise, okay? Understand? Okay, now, why did they use percentage point and not percentage increase? That's the difference. Okay, now why? These are some questions. No need to worry too much about that. Now, can you look at the below here? Okay. We know that the increase from 7% to 9% is 2 percentage points. Can you see the highlight for you? Okay. And not what? 2%. It's an increase of 2 percentage points. Okay. Now, why? We can refer to an increase in other quantities such as, now, if I have $7 to $9, it's an increase of how many dollars? $2. Okay. But with respect to the original one, I times 100%. How many percent increase? Key calculator. 29%, right? 28, correct? Roughly whole number 29%, alright? Okay, now, so however, in the case of percentages, it is confusing to speak. Increase from 7% to 9% is a 2% increase. That's not too right, because you know why? If it's a 7% to 9%, right? It's a 2%, right? But it's actually 2% over original, you know. You increase to 15% is called in percentage point increase. Am I right? Correct. It cannot be original. Understand what I'm talking about? Yes or no? Okay, so just for your information, nothing to worry too much about this. Is that clear? So that when you read newspaper articles, you're clear with what you're talking about. So everybody okay about percentage point and percentage increase? Okay, Alright, clear now? Okay, good. Now next, we go on to reverse percentage. That's example 13. This one is important because we must know what percentage corresponds to what number. You cannot type there, anyhow take, and then think that you are right, okay, when you are wrong. Okay, now let's take a look at this particular question. In a student council, 30% of the students walk to school. Okay? If 48 students walk to school, calculate the total number of students in the student council. Okay? That means this one means 30% correspond to 48 students, right? Can see it now? Total number is how many percent? 100. Okay, so 48 over 30 times 100. So how many percent? 160, right? Do you all agree? Do you all agree with me? Okay, now I always use this this over this times this, remember? Remember I told you the example? 4 apples, $2. 7 apples will be what? What is 2 over 7? 2 over 4, sorry. What's 2 over 4? 1 apple, right? 1 apple, how much, right? Then I times 7, right? Then I can find, right? This is called the unit, correct? 2 over 4 is 1 apple, how much? Correct? So, when I take 48 over 30, what does it give me? 1%. Then I times this, so I get the answer. Everybody clear? Now, why is it that I don't find 1%? Because it can be in decimal, then you're going to truncate everything very, very troublesome. I combine everything to 1. So that you don't have to round off. Understand? Do you know that running off too much time will affect your answer? Correct? Also straight away get the answer. Okay. So are we okay with example 13? Yes? Okay, good. Next one. Sit down also can fall down, which I don't. I don't care if it's standing or what. Fall down in next lesson is uncalled for. Okay? Now, let's look at example 14 now. Okay? Now, I'm going to do my working, alright? Everybody look at the box. Now, are you clear with my explanation? Now, I could have assigned this as SLS, but I think SLS, a lot of people will be confused. I always prefer live lesson. Then I can tell you what's wrong. Live lesson means I teach you when I'm alive. I don't teach you when I'm dead. That's called a live lesson. Is that fair enough? Okay, good. Okay. Let us take a look at this particular question. All look at the board. I need you to pay attention. Okay? Present wrongly in exam is no answer. Okay? After an increase of 5%, Joyce's monthly salary becomes 2205. 5 her original monthly salary. That means this 2205 actually corresponds to 105%. Okay? One thing you must make sure, put an arrow sign. You do not put like this because it's incorrect. This one is 1.05, cannot be this. Do you understand? It can correspond to, okay? Now, original is 100%, okay? Using my logic, divide by what? 105, right? This will give you how many percent? 1%, then I times what? 100. Okay, so what is her original salary? What do you mean work backwards? Okay, you don't even have to work backwards. Let's take a look. After increase, then become like that. So this one must be less than 2205 lah. If you get more than 2205, that means better don't increase now. Correct? I think the original pay better, understand? Understand now? So this is how you check for logical. Okay. When you solve a problem, first thing is to understand the problem. You must really read the question and understand what they want you to find. Number two is to actually devise a plan. Devise a plan means you must think of what method I'm going to use, what strategy, do I have to draw a diagram, okay, whatsoever. What are you supposed to take care of? And is there any other hidden information I must find out first before I can solve the question? Understand? Point number three is you carry out your plan. That means what you think, you carry out. Point number four is to reflect. That means check whether your answer is logical, whether it makes sense. Understand? Okay, so this is the 4 points of problem solving. Clear? Okay, now last example that I have. Okay, can you look at question, work example 15? The last part. Work example 15. Okay, I'm going to do this on the board again. Okay. Now, if 6% is deducted from a bill, $2 remains to be paid. How much is the original bill? Now, I want to know this 282 is how many percent? 94, right? Because deduct 6% already, right?
Yeah.
So I'm finding how many percent? 100. So what is the answer?
300.
Okay? 300, huh? 300. Now, do you think in exam you like that present okay already?
No.
You must write at least what?
The original.
Therefore, original bill equals to 300. Understand? Okay, at least have a statement. This is just your working. You have a statement to conclude. Everybody clear with what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Yes, huh? Okay, good. So, I have already finished this part on AP. Now, I'm going to give 2 sets of work. Okay? Okay? 2 sets of work. Alright. All of you take this down. This is on your notebook. Okay. May I know your content page is number 1 now? Now write 21. Now we write 21. Today's date. It's still percentages. Okay. I'm going to give you the questions that you're supposed to do for your foolscap paper. This is on foolscap. Now, one reminder before you start doing, can you at least write short statements to indicate what is it? Don't just give me 100% answer form. No, must write short statements, understand? For example, new salary, new income, or price of gold, that kind of thing. Okay? Alright. Now, don't say it's a lot. Some of the parts is only like one line only. Oh, 30 to 2 times. What I made or what? Oh, okay. Understand. This one, then we cancel this one. Okay? Because 30 to 2 times. Cannot be 2 times, right? You will do it only once, correct? Well done. Then let me check if I have written correctly. So percentages 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, correct. So all these are to be done. Okay? I still have 15 minutes. Okay? You can decide you want to do the notebook first or the full step first. Is that okay? Kaylen, can you stop the video for me? The rest of you to start your work now. And I do not want anyone standing anymore.